A miracle is often denoted as an event attributed to divine intervention. It is beyond human nature. It is supernatural. We have many events that are of the supernatural right here in the Mount Canaan Baptist Church. Journey with us through miracles in Canaan.
My name is Sabrina Patton. The accident took place in October of 1994. I remember that day. I remember it was raining. I remember getting in my car, getting ready to go to my mother's house. I got in my car. I remember putting my seatbelt on as usual. I was leaving from Cameron Hills, which is now the home of Blue Cross. Coming downtown, I remember stopping at the red light, and that's all I remember. Next thing I know, I'm at Erlanger. I know I was in a car accident with a Federal Express truck. I know that neither one of us was sighted. I don't know still today whose fault it was. I have no idea. What was said was I was at the red light. I sat there at the red light, and that I stopped, came to a complete stop, and then I came through the light and he hit me. I'm really not sure, but when he hit me, it was told to me that he was speeding. He was speeding, and it was raining. He hit me and it dragged me down the street and hit a pole. My skull was shattered. My skull was shattered from the center of my head down to the side of my ear, where it actually cut half of my ear off. My skull was shattered to the point where half of my brain was actually it was basically hanging out. I remember laying on the bed, looking at my family members look at me. And as I look at everyone that were actually in the room, and they were beginning to look real blurry, and I really was getting scared then, because I really just didn't understand what was really going on. At that moment, they started asking me different questions as to what my name was. I remember at one time knowing my name, and then they asked me again, and I didn't know my name. They did tell my mother that when I was in the hospital, when they brought me to the hospital, that if you have any family members that would like to see her, that they need to get to the hospital as soon as possible, because she will not live through this night. The crazy thing was for me is to find out that I was pregnant. Not only pregnant with one, but I was pregnant with twins. And I was terrified, because at that point, not being able to take care of myself anymore, and it terrified me to no ends, because I couldn't no longer take care of myself, much less to be able to take care of twins. Rehabilitation was it was kind of hard from the beginning, because when you have a head injury and you have speech impairments and you're talking, the patient itself really not, you don't understand that the words that you're saying is wrong, but everyone else is not understanding. So it's real hard because the words that I was saying, I thought was saying right. So it was just so hard to go through rehabilitation, having to learn how to not only learn how to read again. I had to learn how to start all over, reading, counting 1, 2, 3 ABCs, learning to walk again. And not the fact that I had to learn how to walk again, you had to learn to remember to walk again. The simple things that we take advantage of is to remember to even pick your leg up. You forget. You don't know that you have to go to the restroom. You don't know that you have to do this, and you have to depend on other people. And at that, I tell you, that question, yes, it was hard. It was real hard, and I really want to thank a lot of people, especially the people in Mount Canaan, because I can remember like Maggie Jordan, Miss Martha, Miss Buell, a lot of people coming to the hospital helping me do things like that. Miss Maddie Sue, I'll never forget the things that they all did for me, you know. You don't ever want to have to depend on other people, to have to not be able to bathe your own self, not to be able to feed yourself, to not be able to even talk and people to understand the words that you're saying. And then when you do talk, people look at you. They look at you like they actually belittle you. Yes, rehabilitation was real hard. It was real hard. It got easier. It got easier. And again, that was 1994, and it is not over. I'm still going through my rehabilitation. It's never over. I'm disabled, but I don't live as a disabled person. You tell me I can't do it, then I'm gonna figure out a way that I can. Yes, I know I'm a miracle.